Hello, my Mercurial mercenaries! Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. If you saw my latest tweet, I read an article today where Kevin Parker said he had to save his laptop from an impending fire and that it had a lot of the songs from the Slow Rush on it and they may have been lost forever, so he rushed back to get his laptop. And I filmed a video all about this subject. And I talked about, it was about half an hour, 45 minutes long, but if I boil it down to its essence now, the subject of the video was how destruction can sometimes be for the better. If Kevin Parker's songs for the next album had been destroyed, he would have to do them again. And sometimes, whether it be art, music, if something's destroyed and you have to do it again, at first, it will be disappointing. But the thing is, the things in life that are good are often the things that you can remember. The things that you can't remember, the songs that you can't remember, don't worry about it. They weren't worth remembering. In the video that I filmed, 30 to 45 minutes long, I talked about a time where I had my studio, and people with studios will know this feeling. You got your computer in your studio and all your songs are on your computer, on the hard drive, and the computer I had basically exploded. Smoke came out of it. And my initial reaction was, oh God, no! I've lost everything! I mean, I truly did cry. Just for a little bit. Now, it happens that due to my electrical and electronic engineering mastery, I resurrected that computer, I resurrected that hard drive. But the point is that sometimes things are just meant to be. And I've told you this before, I often film videos, lengthy videos. And then I put them on the computer, I go to edit them, and something's gone wrong. It's usually the mic's failed. And then one of two things happen. Number one, I don't post the video, and I then accept that the world is a better place for it. My life's better without that video being out there, and your life's better for not watching it. Or number two, I filmed the video all over again, knowing that the first time had the spontaneity, and then the second time has feigned spontaneity a little bit. They're the two options. And like I said, I did a video about Kevin Parker saving his laptop, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then I spoke about this bit where I talked about sometimes things just being destroyed are for the better, videos where the mic doesn't work, and then I uploaded that video that I filmed earlier onto my computer and the mic failed and it didn't work. And I looked at it, I laughed, and I cried a little, and I decided to go with number one, which was, it was a video that I did film. I know what happened in my own head. The rest of the world didn't see it, but it's for the best for me and for you. That's what I went with. So you weren't supposed to see any of this, but what happened then was my view count, the Mercurial number 6, the Mercurial mercenaries, we have 1 million views on this channel. So I thought I'd film a video just saying, kind of thank you. I don't know why I'm thanking you. I should be thanking me, really. I put all the effort in. You just watch. But 1 million views. A lot of them are me watching my own videos because I'm narcissistic. But in all honesty, in all seriousness, over the course of this channel, the videos have been watched 1 million times. A million. See, it sounded big when I saw the number click over. Now thinking about it, it sounds quite small, doesn't it? 1 million. A lottery winner could win like 148 million tonight. Now let's go, you've got 1 million views. I've got 148 million quid. I piss on you. I piss on you. Golden showers, glass tables, crouching on a glass table, shitting. Anyway, thank you. Genuinely, I suppose, thank you. Because we are all in this together. This is a load of nonsense. This people, this fad of people filming themselves and putting them on the internet and then other people watching. And I often wonder what the hell it's all about. But then I find myself gravitating towards watching people talking on YouTube. And like I've told you a million times, I cast it to my TV and I'm involved just as much, in fact, more in the watching than I am in the creating. And this fad will end and we'll all look back on it and we'll think, oh God, do you remember that time you watched that idiot in his kitchen cupboard talking about bollocks? But we are all idiots in this together. That's the thing. So once more, this channel has been watched a million times. A million, not 148 million, not a billion, not as much as some Korean pop act. Still, a million times. So thank you. And the video I did film earlier, which the mic failed on, the irony, the video about me saying how a mic failing on a video can be a good thing, and then the mic failed on it. The point of it all really was, good things can come from destruction. Good things can come from destruction. If you're a songwriter in a band today, and you've got a hard drive full of bits and pieces of song ideas, 30, 40, 50 unfinished songs. I mean, how many have you got? Ask yourself that. 10, 20, 100? How many finished songs have you got? If your computer explodes in a fire today, oh, you've lost all your song ideas, but what will you remember? And the 30 to 45 minute video I filmed earlier, and I've left lots of bits out. There was bits during it where I was talking about how when I was in a band years ago, it was all about putting ideas onto cassette tapes. You'd actually get an A4 notepad out, and you'd write with a pen lyrics, and you'd sort of tab out guitar ideas. And I would record everything onto cassette tapes. Every idea, and I'd put organ parts, and I'd put guitar parts, and then I'd turn the tape over and record on the other side, and I'd put them all in a box. And I'd always think, oh, yeah, this is good because I can't forget anything because I'm recording it all. Do you know what? I never went back and listened to any of those tapes. The next day when I came into the room, picked up the guitar to work on the song I'd been working on the previous day, did I go back and listen to the previous tape? No, I just played the song as I remembered it because, and this is the point, forget all that. The only good things are here. This is your computer. Some of you will use your groin, but I'm telling you, people like me, this is your computer. Don't worry. The things that are worth remembering, you'll remember. And that 30 to 45 minute video, it came to an apex. And the apex was, I once read an article, it was an interview with CC DeVille, who is the guitarist of Poison. Yeah, Poison. Glam metal band from the 80s. Early 90s, before the destruction by grunge. And you're going to go, oh, we don't want to hear advice from CC DeVille. We only like King Gizzard and the Tim Impala. Well, listen to this, right? He was the guitarist of Poison. And the interviewer asked him, so CC, I suppose they called him CC, I don't know. So CC, how do you record your ideas for your riffs, for your songs? What do you do? Do you write them down? Do you record them on tape? What do you do? And his answer, which stays with me to this day, and it can be applied to music, to art, to anything, but especially music, and especially guitar riffs, if you're in a young rock band, was, I don't write anything down. I don't record anything. If I can't remember a riff, it's not good enough. And that's what I want to leave you with. If you can't remember it, it's not good enough. You have to apply that quite loosely. You are allowed to write things down. You are allowed to record ideas. But if you can't remember it, it's not good enough. Thank you. A million. I wanted a billion. I was always aiming for a billion. We've got a measly million. Remember where it all started? It all started here, didn't it? Pretty much. Remember? The oven light. This is where it was all at. Isn't it? Thank you. Thank you. Over and. Ah.
Where's Mousy? Where's Mousy? Where's Mousy? Where's Mousy? Where's Mousy? Where's Mousy?